Hello everyone, I am Tessellating Hexagons, and, well, because this happened in the last episode. I tried to get his feather duster tail thing, and accidentally touched the pumpkin instead, which isn't even a euphemism, but this time, we came in, not in the middle of a side quest. I think that's what the problem was, and we could touch his feather-ass tail duster mabob thing. Anyway, this episode I had to cut a little bit short, for reasons that I'll explain shortly, because right? You know how in the last episode, she has this favor because Americans can't spell that she wants us to do, but the event hadn't triggered in the last episode, and so we're doing this thing now because it is available to us. Well, by the end of this episode, I go back and check for the next quest that's in my notes, and for some reason it hasn't triggered. So that actually, completing that side quest triggers a whole bunch of other ones, and so I had to cut this episode short because I can't do that one, so I can't do any of the ones that follow it, and well, that's kind of it, really. So, we're going to head back to the department store and, well, talk to the Luxembourgish toothpaste guy because he has a quest going on, but of course you can't take multiple quests at once. So we need to deliver this to Myrtle, but not tell Myron about it for some reason. I don't know. I didn't question it. I just delivered the thing to Myrtle because I thought I'd have more to get through in this episode than I actually did. And we'll just try to play it off like we totally didn't just deliver a thing that he's not supposed to know about. But apparently, he's busy. Which is convenient. Now I would... Oh, first of all, I tried to get it in the last episode, but I tapped on the wrong thing. And I left the building, I just played it off as ending the video. And none of you even knew. But yeah, Luxembourgish toothpaste guy, we're going to do his security guard question thing in this episode, but we can't take on multiple quests at once. We need to tell her that we've delivered the thing, much like in Animal Crossing. And now that quest is done, we can take on another one. But, I'm not sure. I'm just trying to think what triggers this other... I didn't check everywhere, to be fair, so... Anyway, Penelope's doing some scavenger hunt training, so... She's good. Well, that's kind of a weird thing to aim for, because isn't the American mentality that second place is just the first of the losers? Wait, so is this a three-person competition, or are you just aiming for second last? Because I'm not sure if that's any better, really. Anyway, what are you doing with your chocolate spread-ass hair? Motivating her ass, I suppose. But which one's her ass? Her ass or her butt hair? In any case, we do get a fair few touchless items in this episode, so, you know, keep an eye out for that. I checked between recording this and recording... between recording this footage and recording this commentary, and I finally worked out a thing. I'll elaborate when we get to where I'm talking about, but, yeah. We have to go and touch the number one town's expert. No, the town's number one expert. Well, there are a number of people that could be, you know, like Colleen because she's old, but we know someone older. And no, it's not Mayor Tom the turkey-ass motherfucker. Yeah, he's not really an expert on anything other than himself. But here we are. Now, that door is a touch list item. I did think that this wall, I spent several moments trying to get it on the touch list. It turns out, to trigger it, you need to actually touch the wall of the pyramid in order to get Mackenzie to go around behind it, but I had to look up off screen, so I'll do that in the next episode. But at least we got the door on the touch list, so there's that. Anyway, the oldest thing in town, so naturally the town's number one expert, if I could stop being sidetracked by that wall, is this asshole. The fossilizard man, because as we established in Case 3, Americans cannot spell. Anyway, we've poked his ass, steady on, so we should probably be on our way back. Yeah, that's the thing I was going to talk about, wasn't it? Yeah, I found out how to trigger the wall touchless item thing, but we'll get to that in the next episode. Anyway, we were correct. Yay! Now, there's actually a second part to this quest, but you can't trigger it immediately. You have to do what they say in Japanese and go and come back, because that's a Japanese custom where it's something like if you leave the house, you have to say, I'm going to go and come back, and then someone replies, go and come back, which I think is cute. So Penelope's still in training, and yeah, like I said, there's a second part to this. It's round 2. The person you like the best, the most, whatever. Now, technically, you can talk to anyone for this. Well, apart from Fungi, because I tried. So we'll have to go for, well, my personal opinion, I'm going to go for my own personal favourite character, and, well, it should be fairly obvious. Dover. His banana-ass shark face. Yeah, he's my personal favourite, because he's so cute. And I wasn't sure if it counted, so I I tapped Friday as well, just in case, just because he was nearby, but no, it counted. So, Dover is officially our favourite person. Rude. You're just jealous because he has a nicer accent than your ass. That's got me thinking about, like, can farts have accents? What the fuck, brain? Then again, I've been having a much more what the fuck heavy conversation with Super Alex 641 at the moment. Because, well, we've been looking at pictures of the nightmare animatronics from Five Nights at Freddy's 4, and, well, let's just say that we've made a conversation piece out of the fact that Nightmare Foxy has a tongue. Anyway, this has been on the touch list for forever, but it's only just occurred to me to actually get it on the shutters on the thingy there. Also, the Shoodle Newt. That sounds even funnier spoon-wise than I thought it would. In the same way that Bentley Jones didn't... Either he knew exactly what he was doing, or he was too naive to realise that a spoonerism of his name is Gently Bones. And his initials are BJ. But he's such a lovely guy, though! He's proof that gingers do indeed have souls. Anyway, we are needed for a decision of the Tough Guy Club, apparently. Yay, continuity. So yeah, what decision? Oh, well that makes sense. I mean, you're the Tough Guy Club, I suppose you want to find out who the toughest guy is. Well, it's a bit of a trick question, but we'll still listen to what they have to say. So, Friday, what does Yoass have to say? Well, we knew that. Harrison, what about Yoass? And his beard is also a touchless item that I forgot to get. But, okay, and Dover? Well, you are my personal favourite, so, yeah. End speech time. We're going to have to make the obvious decision. The correct answer is, of course, Fungi. Well, I mean, Dover is my personal favourite, but... Well, I'm sorry, favo right, because Americans can't spell. But, objectively, Fungi's kind of the toughest, because, well, that. Can't argue with that. Because, I mean, Dover would die of not being in water because he's a shark, even though he's a land shark. How does that work? Friday would die of being too short, and Harrison would just combust because all of that hair. Anyway, Friday is also a touchless item, but we're going to have to leave the... If I can just get out, leave the area and come back in, and then... Like, I had so much trouble trying to... See, there was weirdness there with the controls. Touchscreen. There we go, he's on touchlist. Harrison's beard is also touchlist, but I didn't get it because I was not aware. But we've actually only got, like, 5 or 6 things left to get on the touch list at this point. Yeah, touch list, if I can enunciate my words. But at least 1 or 2 of them are made available by this side quest that I have not been able to trigger. And it may just be because I complete this side quest and then go straight upstairs. Maybe I need to leave the building and come back, and I'll try that off screen. If it works, then I'll show it. Anyway, we're doing this again. Now this time I know what the right answer is. It's not to join in and tap dance. It is, in fact, to not cover your ears, not check the footsteps, but just completely ignore the sound. So, where does this lead? The footsteps recede. Happy music. You succeeded in guarding the department store. Yay! Happy birthday! What the fuck? Even Mackenzie's confused. 43 out of what? You know what? I don't even want to know. So, that happened. Now, I head upstairs and just... Well, first of all, I thought that plant was a touchlist item, but it isn't. I should have known better. I've seen the completed touch list. And, yeah, she's the quest giver for this next quest, but she wouldn't give me the quest, or case, whatever. And I tried coming up here, maybe giving her time to realise, wait, I have a quest, but she's not giving it to us. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, maybe I'm having a huge derp moment, but she's not giving it to us, so that led to a bit of a mental dilemma, where I left the department store, went into the forest, tried to trigger a different quest, which would also not trigger because I think it's a follow-up to the... Well, not a direct follow-up, but like one that is unlocked as a result of beating this case. Well, this mini-case. I cut that bit out, and so I just sort of idle on this screen for a little while I check my notes, sort of frantically kind of freaking out, like, well, I can't do anything, I have to end the episode early. And eventually I just decide if I can do the thing, please, to just retire back to the office. Thank you. And hide in my room. So I have been and will continue to be Tessellating Hexagons. In the next episode we will actually do some stuff, I promise. See you then.